you so freaking bad? Wrestle me.
Welcome, everybody, to Juice Pro Wrestling episode 123, The Fallout. The Fallout, lights out, lights on. Everybody, let's begin. Let's have some motherfucking fun. Oh, yeah, with the juice today is one Bruiser Bodie. Say what's up.
Ooh, yeah. What's up?
Yeah, and Sretton the Masked Savage. Hey, and before we get down real quick, for those of you that are watching on YouTube, be sure to hit that like and subscribe button and share with your friends. And everybody listening right now on all podcasting platforms, please leave us a rating and a review. And once again, share with like-minded people. Now that that's out of the way, yeah, it's time to kick up another action-packed episode, brothers and sisters. What do we got going on this week, Sretton? What do we got?
All right, we're going to do a little in the news and last week's event recap. And the big thing last week was All Out. We're going to talk about it super fast. But I mean, how'd you guys like? Did you guys watch it? Yeah, yes. Of course you did. You're good wrestling podcast hosts. I did not watch it. That's why I'm the producer.
Because you're stupid fucking idiot.
Because I'm not saying it about myself.
You son of a bitch.
You son of a bitch.
So, yeah, I thought it was good. I thought I seen it was kind of getting a little I think Cultaholic was it, or either them or Wrestle. Who's the other one that used to be Cultaholic?
Wrestle News?
No, you know
Wrestle
what I'm talking
Talk, about. Wrestle News,
Wrestle Votes,
Votes, Boats and Hose, Hose and Wrestle.
The one with
wrestling.
Simon
and Diamond.
What Culture?
What Culture?
Wow, What Culture?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Wrestle Culture. You know, they were saying it was pretty uneventful pay-per-view.
What Culture can eat shit.
As a whole, I thought it was great. The only things that I would say about it was the Evan Bourne, Matt Sydal, you know, the botch on that sucked. I felt really bad for the dude, you know, coming out and making his debut. And he's kind of, if you follow him on Twitter and social media, he's kind of played it up a little bit, you know, like I won't be slipping on any more banana peels and this and that. But just for the record, like the humidity was ridiculous there. And, you know, as they confirmed on Dynamite this week, it was like 117 degrees in the ring. So good God, as DDP would say. It sucked to see that. I was like, damn, I was really pumped when he came out because I think he's another great addition to AEW, another good high flyer. Other than that, the Dark Order match, for me, it's kind of a blow-off match, but I guess, you know, like I've said before, they're killing it on BTE, so to me, it doesn't really matter. I would have liked to, I'm not a big fan of the Nightmare family. You know, I like Cody. I don't like the rant, like Matt Cardona's paired with, Dustin Rhodes.
Yeah.
Who else was it?
Scorpio Sky, QT Marshall.
Yeah, Scorpio, come on, push that guy, you know.
It's the moon.
Push him to the fucking moon. The same thing with like the Lucha Bros, and you know I don't like seeing them being grouped again. It was good to see Eddie Kingston say something kind of about that on Dynamite, where he's talking about where's your little British guy?
Yeah. Where's your British bud now? Huh? He's not here. I'm here.
Yeah. So you know those are my only quirks about it, I guess. But overall, I thought it was a great show. I loved the Big Swole, Britt Baker cinematic match. It got pretty damn brutal.
How did it finish?
Britt Baker, help me out, Bodie, if I can't remember this all.
Yeah.
But
I got you.
Dude, she fucking, and it was cool. Like I'm sitting there explaining to my girlfriend that, like, you know, well, obviously there's really no Novocaine or whatever in that needle, but the fact that she stuck herself, I mean, she is a doctor, so they're probably like, hey man, you know what you're fucking doing. Stick away. I thought that was cool. That was like a holy shit moment.
Yeah.
And then she got gassed. She got put under.
I love that.
That was one of the best finishes I've seen. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, creative wise, that was great, dude. I was dying. I was cracking up over that.
Yeah.
You thought it was awesome?
Yeah.
Cool. What are your hot takes on the Matt Hardy bump? What do you guys think? Was it done okay? Was it done the best they could? Do you think they're assholes? I keep seeing shit on Twitter, but that's not a good reflection of actual people.
You know, everybody's at the end of the day, everybody's going to think that, you know, it was a bad decision on AEW and Matt Hardy and whatever to continue. But the fact of the matter is he was checked out by their doctors who, I said it, doctors. What the fuck are you guys typing on the keyboard? Nothing. He was checked out and he was given the green light to at least finish it. And, he's old school. We've talked about this, Bodie. You know those guys. I mean, look, guys like RVD, they get hurt in the ring, whatever. They finish, I mean, it's not like his brain's fucking splattered on the floor. And I get, hey, this is 2020. And trust me, out of anybody, I get the concussion thing. I had to deal with that with my 11-year-old son in football.
I deal with that daily.
Yeah. So to sit there and criticize him, I mean, we can all sit there and talk shit. It was an accident. They happened. He was on Dynamite. He seemed fine. He's going to be taking some time off. He probably did get concussed. I know there was conflicting reports with Tony Khan coming out on Twitter saying that he didn't have a concussion, and they were doing all these scans. And then Rebby Hardy, of course, said he 1,000% did have one. And
she's always going to say something.
Yeah, I mean that's her husband, and she's very outspoken, and I ain't hating on her for that, But I mean, he's alive, he's well, he's going to get healthy. I'm excited to see where it goes from there. To be honest with you, on Dynamite, I thought it was going to keep going with Guevara. He was going to come out and whack him.
That's what I thought.
it didn't happen, but so he's getting right. He's injured. He's going to get healthy. I'm glad he's okay. And really, that's all there is to it.
Yep. Yeah, and all it was a botched spot. They misjudged the table. It looked like Matt Hardy backed up a little bit more. Like I've been watching it at that spot, and he was originally like a foot maybe in front of where he originally or where he ended up standing. Because if you look, he kind of backs up a little bit, and then they, adrenaline takes the force of him and moves him about a few feet over, and they land on one side of the table, and Matt Hardy hits his head on the concrete.
Well, the short conversation I had with you guys about it, I wanted to give props because I actually didn't see that footage. One of the few things I saw of the highlight stuff was like Jericho falling into that mimosa. And what's impressive is the timing and the awareness of what's behind you, so that Jericho, he leaped backwards into that thing fucking perfectly. Like, props, dude. But those guys do that so many times. Anytime somebody jumps back into a table, jumps back into anything, like the precision necessary, that was proof. Like, you see dudes do it all the time and nobody gets hurt. And then Hardy, like, does that at the beginning of the pay-per-view. But at the end of the pay-per-view, Jericho does a similar thing, but he placed himself perfectly, whereas Matt Hardy he overshot it probably about 3 feet, but that was 3 feet enough that he landed on his shoulder blade and snapped back and hit his head.
Yeah.
Hey, man, it happens. I've said it a million times, dude. Yeah. Wrestling essentially is live stunts being performed in front of you, and it happens, man. It's the nature of the beast. So, like I said, as long as he's okay, it's great. Right, dude's got a family. And that's what's important.
And it's how you recover too.
What other highlights? What other matches? How's the Shida championship match?
Oh my God. Yeah. I was just going to say that Shida and Thunder Rosa, I thought might've for me match of the night. I thought it was beautifully done. Very well worked. Very great counters back and forth. A lot of mat wrestling. They showed their technical abilities, and I think that's what it needed. And to see Thunder Rosa's coming back to wrestle again on AEW just, puts a huge smile on my face. So, but good on Shida, like, for winning, retaining, and solidifying. I think that was needed.
Yeah.
Oh, back out. I'm gonna place hold a derailment. Remind me about my newest conspiracy theory. It has to do with Impact Wrestling, and then let me know if, once I tell you later, let me know if you think that I'm onto something.
Okay,
you might be.
I will totally not remind you, you stupid fucking idiot. I think that was I agree with Bodie that Shida match. It was great. It was fucking awesome. It was a good women's match. It was good for AEW and all the detractors that are saying, they don't have a women's division and blah blah blah. Like, look, if that doesn't show you they're trying to build towards something and cater to you fans, then I don't know what the fuck is. Good on Billy Corgan and the NWA for working out whatever deal they have with Tony Khan AEW, because hey, at the end of the day, she lost. She's still a champion, and they just got the NWA product and brand to however many thousands of people watch that fucking pay-per-view.
Yeah, exactly.
I like that mix because of the way the NWA, their online presence, the way you're supposed to watch them, they're almost in no way competition to AEW. So doing this
to really anybody, they seem truly like they're. I mean, and it kind of like how it used to be in the old NWA, like the old territory days. I mean, the NWA was everywhere. There was NWA, like Mid-South, NWA, fucking whatever.
NWA,
it was just
Eastern Seaboard.
Yeah, NWA fucking Mars, it was
NWA Cali.
Right?
Mars.
NWA Compton.
Mars.
NWA Andromeda Galaxy.
It was everywhere, though. And that's what's cool to see this now and to see, if you guys didn't know, the 10 Pounds of Gold series is back on YouTube, so everybody can check that out. You got Mike Bennett, who's challenging for the 10 Pounds of Gold against Nick Aldis. And another little news tidbit for you, Mike Bennett is also coming to Warrior Wrestling.
Yep, against Cheeseburger from Ring of Honor, dude.
Yeah.
All right, had to drop that in there, too. Speaking of Mike Bennett, have you seen Mike Bennett? That dude is cut. Jesus.
He is ripped up like shredded wheat.
I know. I saw it on the IG, man, and I wanted to reach through in there and just touch those muscles.
I swear to God, if they ever did like a cartoon with CM Punk in it and Punk didn't want to do the voice, Mike Bennett could totally be. He sounds just like CM Punk when he talks.
Yeah,
it's fucking weird, man.
That's good stuff, though.
Well,
keep Bennett around.
So last two matches I want to talk about really is the John Moxley MJF match, and then the
brutal
the Orange Cassidy Chris Jericho one. How were those two?
I thought they were great. I thought they were fucking good. They were fun. Awesome. They were entertaining. It was fucking hard hitting. It was there was good comedy elements, obviously, in the Orange Cassidy Jericho match. The Moxley MJF match got some color. They got wet. Mm-hmm. I fucking loved it.
Well, I know I have asked you this shit, so I answer it both you guys. MJF being probably more main events than anybody else in any of these like Dynamites and pay-per-views combined. Does he deliver as much shit as he talks, as much as everybody talks about him being a classic heel and always being a dick, on and off camera, all that stuff? With his performances in these main events, has he like earned that shit? Is he good enough? Is he one of the futures?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh,
stupid fucking question, you stupid fucking idiot.
I'm just reading him from what
well, yeah, and he's still young. Was he 23, 24?
Yeah.
And like he said in his promos, he's going to be the future for 25 more years, and he just solidified that last night, or not last night, but Saturday night, and even tonight with his promo on Dynamite. He's a great talker. I'm sure we're going to talk about him later, but in the ring, his work is way ahead of where he should be. I feel like that's just
top notch,
my personal opinion. But yeah, like
he Matt wrestles, Mike
he's
Bennett
got great psych. What's that?
I'm sorry. They used to call Mike Bennett the prodigy, but goddamn, dude.
Right. Yeah. And the psychology that he has, and just his wherewithal in the ring and everything like that. Like, it's just, I feel like, I wouldn't say unprecedented, but it's up there for sure, especially with how young he is. But man, for 25 more years, this kid is the future of wrestling, and he will be an AEW heavyweight title holder before long.
Oh yeah. I love the segment with Dynamite with him and Jericho, and then they walk away and they're both like, fucking loser.
Yeah.
It's good stuff.
That was great. Yeah. And then I enjoyed the Cassidy match too. I thought it was great. A lot of good teases. I love the teasing and falling into the mimosa. Very interesting match. I was invested in it. I liked it. And congratulations. What's that?
The FTR and Kenny.
I was just going to say that. I was just going to say congratulations to FTR for winning those titles. I'm a huge FTR fan, and I'm so stoked that they won.
Throwing up the shocker.
Yep.
They ribbed everybody, man. Everybody thought it was going to be a 4 fucking horseman thing, and
right? No,
it's just going to be them 3. It looks like.
Those jackets were dope, though. I think we talked about that the other night.
Yeah, I love those. It's kind of like a throwback to like the Brain Busters, Arn and Tully.
Oh.
Got like the little 4 horsemen kind of logo on there. Pretty nice.
Well, if they get a 4th guy, they just need to stretch out that other finger.
Yeah.
So that'd be cool.
Yeah.
All right, enough of that. Enough of that shit. Move on to a next small topic. I added two, so whatever. I can't. I'm holding up. I can be getting confused here.
Sip this delicious hibiscus.
I know Bodie wanted to talk about this shit. We wanted to talk about Paul Heyman and Roman Reigns put together in the ring.
Somebody say Heyman?
Yes, Paul Heyman and Roman Reigns. Why does this excite you so much, Bodie? Who cares?
It's gonna make some cheddar. It excites me because it's different. It's like I feel like WWE is so formulaic in everything they do. You can predict matches. You can predict a lot of shit. With putting Heyman and Reigns together, that's something I didn't expect at all. And I was hoping for like a Reigns heel turn, and this kind of solidified it a little bit. But him and Reigns together, or him and Heyman together, with Reigns just being an ass beater, which all he needs to do is go in the ring, kick some ass, and leave.
His new shirt should be wreck ass and leave.
I think so. Wreck ass house.
Yeah, he totally rip off Warhorse. Warhorse rules ass and he wrecks it.
Reigns wrecks ass.
What if it was wreck gash and leave?
There we go. Now you're talking.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's why I think it's awesome, man. Because like I said, unexpected, but it's a great pairing, and it's going to work, and it's going to solidify Reigns as that heel, and they need a top heel since Lesnar's out in limbo. But Lesnar's going to be back anyway because they're going to throw whatever type of money they need at him, and Lesnar's going to be like, okay, I'll come back.
He'll probably be back like more towards Mania or
Survivor Series
shit like that. Yeah, it's ridiculous, but I think it's a good pairing too. It's a surprise. Everybody's been clamoring for Roman to go heel for a long time. And, let's face it, the Shield, when they came out, they were heels. They got over huge. All three of those guys. Seth Rollins, his best work was done as a heel. John Moxley, same thing, at least in WWE when he was, Dean Ambrose. I almost couldn't remember.
I almost spaced on that too. Isn't that crazy?
Well,
I did that with FTR too. I couldn't remember their names in it. WWE.
Yeah, I mean, fuck. Dynamite's going on what next month will be a year.
Yeah, October, 1 year already.
It's crazy, right?
Dynamite. It is, isn't it, dude? Yeah. I was like, holy shit, it's been a year.
Yeah.
My wife even said that. She's like, it's been a year since Dynamite's been on. I'm like, yeah, and then I'm watching the showrunner for it, and the show FTR coming out. Like, a lot has happened in the year in AEW if you think about it. Like, think about last year where it's at and now where it's at now. Yeah. Good place.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
But I do remember when it first started was when my revitalization of my pro wrestling fandom was blooming, and I was going nuts for every single event, everything we watched, every match, all the Kenny Omega stuff, because I was new to Kenny Omega, Chris Jericho, Kenny Omega stuff, Joey Janela and Omega. Oh, that was so good.
I felt a little Mark bot coming out.
Oh man,
dude, there it is.
Where's that fucking guy when you need him?
Oh,
where's this going?
But so the last topic of the news that I want to talk about is the introduction, at least in AEW, of Miro. I don't know what name he's going under, and Tay Conti.
Tay Conti. He said Tay Conti. Tay Conti, who was in NXT, I might add.
She was.
Everybody's getting pissed now because all these WWE guys are
right.
It doesn't matter.
Well, no, it doesn't. And they're talented. Why not pick them up? Use them.
I will tell you what though. Once all this shit's over, man, instead of a fucking bogus ass game show on TBS, give us the second show. And now everybody out there listening,
that's what I thought it was going to be.
That's what I thought, dude. I mean, because I'm sure everybody can agree with me, and especially all you old school cats out there listening, give us a second show for AEW. Please put it on TBS on Saturday nights. Have the B show on Saturday nights, dude. Just
TBS or TNT?
TBS. I mean, it's the same shit, That's what I'm saying. As far as I know, I mean, right? TNT, TBS, Turner Network. I know he doesn't own it anymore, but I'm pretty sure that fucking dude, that would be
someone owns it.
A cream dream, and that's what AEW is so good at, is giving us old school fans a cream dream. Like giving that nostalgia in a great way. And utilizing these people. It's not like Taz just shows up and he's gone. I mean, Taz is here to stay. You got Jake Roberts, who's, killing it as a manager. For those of you that like it, excuse Vicky Guerrero's there. You know, I mean,
she's still around. Yeah.
I was
Jesus.
loving that shit tonight.
I don't know how that fucking happened.
Oh man. Excuse me.
Yeah, I could
Holy
never
shit.
stand it.
Oh, I was enjoying it tonight. Well, whenever we recorded this podcast.
They acknowledge and honor history, which is what I like.
Yeah, and that's what you need, dude. Wrestling fans are huge suckers for that shit. You know, because a lot of the good stuff, I mean, it sticks with you forever. That's why everybody, a lot of the stars from the 80s are still huge. Like your Jake Roberts, your Hogan's, your Macho Man. And all those guys and guys from the 90s, they were just over the top. They were huge. Yeah. Great characters, man. And we love that shit as wrestling fans. Yeah. So please, AEW, hear me out. All you people out there that get hashtags and shit going, get hashtag AEW TBS. Fuck the Go Big
Saturday nights.
You know,
Saturday nights first showing 8 o'clock and then repeated at midnight. That way, if I'm out,
there you go,
and I'm hammered and I come home early and it's still only midnight, I go watch some wrestling.
Wait, 8:05 p.m. Eastern.
8:05.
I still like the 6:05. I'm a
6:05 TBS from back in the day.
6:05 and then 12:05.
Like it.
That'd be awesome.
Make it happen, guys.
I like it.
Speaking of nostalgic shit, let's move on to the old school wrestler of the week. I'm interested.
The old school wrestler of the week. I'm all ears.
My Chris Barnes for you.
All right, I know you guys are going to have a lot to talk about with this guy, but our old school wrestler of the week is a man named...
Who is it? Give it to me.
Abdullah the Butcher.
Ooh, yeah. He was a real butcher, too.
Was he really?
Yes. Yeah.
No shit.
Huge butcher.
Had a fucking... I think he still does. He had like a barbecue pit or restaurant or some fucking shit. He also supposedly gave Hannibal hepatitis.
Oh, man.
So that's why you should check him out.
On purpose?
No, not on purpose. Dude, Abdullah was one of those. I don't want to say original. Could you say he's like one of the original deathmatch dudes? I mean,
yeah. You could. You could lump him in as one of the originals. You know,
he was definitely in my mind, like growing up as a young kid when I first started seeing like guys that you can consider deathmatch type wrestlers. He was one of the first, and he was just this badass dude. And the same thing with the spike and the fork and just ripping people open, ripping himself open. Encounters with Bruiser
that was his
Brody.
weapon of choice. I don't know anything about Abdullah the Butcher. Educate me for 3 minutes.
Yeah, that was
he had the fork on him all the time.
Yeah, all the time.
Yeah.
I remember he got electrocuted in the WCW.
I remember
horror match. They had a fucking electric chair sitting in the middle of the ring, and of course, they're backstage thinking like, who'd they have in there? They had like Rick Steiner, Abdullah. I can't remember who else.
Kevin Sullivan in there.
Yeah, probably, but they're all sitting back there like, man, who's gonna take this one? They're all like, straight looking at Abdullah like, hey man, this dude's got some miles on him. We can he's ready for some fucked up shit like this.
You ready for the swans on his head either.
Yeah.
Let him go. Just let him go.
Abdullah was super, super cool, man. Scary fucking guy, dude. Like when you were a kid growing up looking at this shit, he was just brutal. Every picture I seen of him in like old PWIs and the wrestler and shit was just a crimson mask, dude. It was just blood.
Who did he wrestle for?
Oh, dude, everywhere.
Everywhere. FMW, WCW, ECW. He was
WWF.
WWF.
Japan. I'm pretty sure he made his way to WCCW. Dude, he was fucking everywhere. You guys,
I think he did some matches in Wing too.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it.
I've been recently looking and plowing through. There's I wrote it down here. Sorry, I'm stuttering.
Yeah, that YouTube channel.
The YouTube channel.
Oh yeah,
you guys got to check it out. I wrote it down just so could I remember it. It's the number 4 wrestling fans. So the word wrestling fans with a 4 in front of it. Dude, whoever the person is that puts this shit online, there's all these old WCW like full episodes, and if you want to, and it's all like from late 1970s and then 1980s stuff. It's classic wrestling. It's great. And then you could see like young.
Say it's one more time, motherfucker.
They have They have Jim Ross, a young babyface Jim Ross, young babyface. What's his face? God damn it! From AEW. No, also from AEW. Tony Schiavone.
Tony Schiavone?
Yeah. He's
Tony
like
Schiavone,
like 22 or 23, and he's like, "Let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen."
I'm pretty sure that's not what he fucking.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the best for tonight.
I think so.
All right.
Yeah, it is a dope channel. You guys should check it out.
It is. It's great, man. If you don't have, especially if you don't have the network and you can't relive the old school WCW shit. The YouTube channel that Srenton introduced us to, I'm a huge fan.
Yeah.
Love it.
I'm pretty sure that's where he got Abdullah the Butcher from.
How about Abdullah the Butcher?
Yeah.
So there's a funny story real quick about Abdullah the Butcher I have to tell. So when I was younger, we're at this in Georgia where my uncle and aunt and cousins lived, and we went to the Cabbage Patch Factory, watch them make dolls and stuff. So this doll, they come out with a new doll, and the lady's like, "What should we name him?" My Uncle Paul goes, "How about Abdullah the Butcher?" Dude, I don't remember laughing as hard as I did that time. Dude, me and my dad are sitting there in tears.
That's awesome. I had a Cabbage Patch when I was a kid. His name was Chauncey.
Nice.
Anyway, moving on.
Moving on.
But yeah.
New school wrestler of the week is a person that I keep watching, and I'm becoming more and more of a fan every time I see him. And I've been talking about him recently, so I want to talk about him some more.
And I'll be seeing him this weekend in the parking lot. Probably.
That man is Joey Janela, who I disrespected and called Joey Marshmallow because he's got a soft belly.
Yeah, Joey, real quick, before we get into Joey, that motherfucker needs I forgot who hit that shirt out, but I talked to him on Instagram, and they're like, man, we made these a couple years ago, and if you got one, we only made like 30 or 40, like you're lucky, because some dude posted, but the Danzig logo, and it says Janela.
Yeah.
And it's got the Danzig skull with the fucking glasses. I'm like, damn, I need to find that. Some dude just found it on Instagram, and which you can find us at Juice Pro Wrestling. And he posted, it's like, oh, I came home and was lucky. I've been looking for this for a long time, dude. I've been searching. I can't find him anywhere.
I can't either. I want one of those.
It's the best one.
Samhain logo too.
Is there?
That's what it reminds me of, like the Samhain kind of.
Yeah. It's the Danzig, the Crystar fucking skull.
Thank you. That's what I was looking for.
What was I gonna say? There's other people that have done it. Like I seen Jake something had a shirt that was kind of like that. It was cool, but dude, the Janela one is it's dope. So, anyways, Joey Janela.
Perfect. Yeah, and the dude throws on GCW shows and all kinds of shows. He's got his own Janela Spring Break.
He'll be part of the collective coming up here in October.
Yes,
Indianapolis.
So, the guy's a workhorse, and I love watching his matches. I became a huge fan of him when he was in CZW and when he was doing death matches with like Zandig and Havoc and Corporal Robinson and shit like that. So that's where I got turned on to him. When I think he had like short hair back then too. But
there's a sweet. So I think the guy who did funny as it is, he did the Warhorse documentary, the short 20-minute documentary that's on YouTube. Which
he did the Janela one too, didn't he?
Yeah, and now those guys are fighting at Warrior. This would be crazy. The Stadium Series, the first of the Stadium Series. So this would be, I think, Warrior 11 technically.
Yeah, I think you're right.
He did. I don't know. I could be wrong on this. So if I'm wrong, you guys let me know. But there is an awesome Joey Janelli.
Oops. Joey Janelli.
Joey
Janelli.
I'm Joey Janelli.
Who is it? Somebody has a weird fucking. They call him a fucking weird name. It's an announcer or somebody. I can't remember. Anyways. There's a killer documentary on him, and they talk about like that shit with Zandig. Wasn't it like that match where he's on top of a fucking roof or whatever?
That bump. Yeah, it was off the top of the warehouse roof onto a pickup truck bed through light tubes and tables.
Yeah.
And they both fucked each other up bad. Like Janela fucked up his back and his neck bad, I guess, and Zandig fucked up his spine and his tailbone. But yeah, that was pretty brutal, man. If you've never seen that spot, look it up. Janela and Zandig, just look that up and you'll find it.
Oh yeah, that's on YouTube. That shit's everywhere.
Dude, he brings
funny.
it, no matter who his opponent is, he fucking brings it.
No,
And I got mad respect for him. It doesn't matter if it's deathmatch shit, which everybody knows I don't like, or anything acrobatic, old school, anything. He fucking brings it. I'm a huge fan.
I like his tag team tandem with Sonny Kiss.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I didn't think that was
the best ass in wrestling.
Oh yeah,
I said it.
And that's a shoot.
Bang bang.
But yeah, Janela, I'm a huge
I remember seeing Sonny Kiss, and I didn't know that. I didn't know it was a man. You guys were with me. No, Justin was with me. Are we watching the buy-in when they had the Royal Rumble or whatever the fuck you call it?
Oh, the battle, the
Battle Royale with Cheese, and he was out there. I just thought it was like, I just thought they put a woman in there, and I was like, whatever. And I was like, man, that chick's got the best ass. And then like a couple weeks later, Justin's like, it's not a chick, dummy. It's a fucking dude. And I was like, well, I mean, he does have a really nice ass, which
gotta give him props.
He confused my life. Good for him.
Yeah, he's thick in all the right places. And if you ask him or her, he doesn't really care. According to what I heard when he was on Jericho's show, you can call him a she, call him a he. It doesn't matter. It's 2020. We're all fucking whatever we want to be.
Yeah, I do wish.
I will call him a damn good wrestler, though. Great talent.
I think he's super talented, but I think he overdoes a bunch of shit. So some of it, he's over. He's
young, athletic. Dude. He's still learning.
I think he's gonna be awesome in a couple of years when he learns to. Yeah. He does some moves, and they're just like, I don't know how to describe it. It's like too much.
Yeah.
Like he's got to figure out how to, or he's got to
young
figure out how to blow past people. So I don't know, but I like him.
Hell yeah!
Oh yeah!
It's not like Joey Janela more.
Yeah, Joey.
Sorry, I called you Joey Marshmallow.
I call him Joey Janelli, so whatever.
Joey Janella.
I call him Jelly Janela.
Yeah.
Jelly Janella.
I call him Jello Biafra. Fucking watch out.
Jello Biafra. Yeah.
Well, yeah, there you go.
I could be wrong. I could be right. I love it.
Justin, you do that. That's one of those like what you have to drink. If Justin sings "You Could Be Wrong, You Could Be Right."
Yeah, that was actually Johnny Lydon though from the Sex Pistols.
Yes, it was.
And what was that fucking band? I forgot what that band's called. That he sang that song. But anyway, we'll have a holiday in Cambodia sometime.
Yep. Ooh.
All right, guys. So next, we're gonna knock out the topic of the week. Instead of making a game out of this, I want to have a discussion about this. I want to talk about promo guys. What made me think about this was you see all these guys in AEW, which is mostly what I watch, and in indie shit, and everybody like the promo game is good and bad. It's real. The spectrum is hard left and right. People either kind of suck or they're really good. And what you see is like when you see whether like John Moxley, he's one of those guys, you could see why he's a superstar. You put him in front of a mic, like he performs amazingly. If you put him in front of a mic, you're like, holy shit. So these are, I got 13 people that are badass promo people in wrestling. And I just want to get your quick takes on all of them. Number one, right off the bat, we'll start. And these are not ranked. It's just a fucking list. Just something to talk about. First guy, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
Ooh. Solid choice. I mean, probably the most electrifying, as he likes to say himself, promo guy ever in the business. I mean, he is just, you want to talk about quick. There are guys that were quick, like your Bobby Heenans and shit, but dude, Rock was quick, and you very rarely seen him flubber on some shit or stumble over any of his words or anything. It was just like the main point of a promo and pro wrestling is believability. That's how you sucker people in, or suck people in. I should say sucker. What is this? And he was just an absolute master at that. And still to this day, I mean, I firmly believe that's one of the reasons he's been so successful in Hollywood, just because of that gift of gab, dude.
Because he can talk.
Gift of gab combined with not being nervous to speak in front of 500,000 fucking people.
Right. Confidence, man. Just cockiness, confidence, but still humble.
Right. And you could give him, all right, Rock, this is what you're going to do. You're going to sell people on why oranges are better than apples, and you're going to go out there and convince people. You know what he's going to do? He's going to cut a 10-minute promo, and you're going to go home, and you're going to plant an orange grove in your backyard.
Right? And then little Cassidys are going to pop up.
Yep. That's how fucking good he is.
Come out of the
But
ground.
no, the Rock is
It's a thumb up.
Rock is solid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's coming
The
out of the
Rockets.
ground. Yeah.
He's probably top 3 ever to cut
Yeah.
promos. I would say personally.
Yeah,
So-
for sure.
I like knowing the difference between cutting a promo like in studio or like not in front of the public, and then in ring promo cutting. And I think he was one of the best in ring promo guys. You
Oh,
know,
yeah.
he
I
was
think it was
good outside.
no matter
but-
where you put him.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
you saw some of those cut scenes where he was throwing titles in the lake or whatever.
Yep.
You know, and that one, like the one he did when he came back with John Cena, and he's talking about all his merch and Fruity Pebbles and all that shit. I mean, master at, especially in this day and age, the day and age of social media, getting hashtags going. You know,
Yeah.
boot
Fruity
stamps.
Pebbles.
Come on,
Yep.
yeah.
Ad libber.
Yeah,
Very
yeah.
good ad lib.
Nice. Do you guys have a Rock impression? You want to do a quick one, all three?
Yeah. Check it out.
Who wants to go first? Go ahead, Justin.
Rudy Poo Candy ass.
Whoa! I'll go next.
Sounded just like him, didn't it?
I sound
Yeah,
just
you
like him. Ready? The Rock says. That's all I got.
We got
all
buddy.
I got. Rock says, I'm going to take you down your candy ass right now in the ring, take you to Jabroni Drive and put boots to asses and get your ass in the lake. Because when The Rock comes to town, he's going to kick that candy ass.
Yeah, on the corner of Know Your Role Boulevard.
See,
Check
that's-
into the SmackDown, Hotel. Walk right up to room 316 and burn that son of a bitch to the ground.
Nice.
Rudy Poo.
Next guy, legend, fucking legend, Ric Flair.
Woo!
I just said I just said Ric Flair.
Dude, he's-
Ric Flair.
He has
Flair.
promos from like the early 80s and 90s that are like still huge today that people are fucking like. If you want to talk about just how impactful and how great of a promo guy Ric fucking Flair was, I mean, come on. I mean, with that attitude and that gimmick or persona, that lifestyle that he had,
Oh,
he
yeah.
had to
Lived
be
it.
good on the mic, dude. And he backed it up in the ring.
Mhm.
Quality personified
Oh,
from
yeah.
the Nature Boy.
Yeah, you talk about that, and then you talk about too people now, talent now, still referencing his promos from the 70s and 80s. That's longevity. That's should show you how fucking good he is on the mic. And it was
Dude.
Ric Flair. I mean, he
He had a-
put asses in the seats because you either wanted to see him win or you wanted to see him get his ass beat.
And he had a hard time keeping those alligators on the floor.
Oh man, you ain't kidding, dude. He had a hard time keeping his coat on too. Every
And
time he cut a promo, he always threw that coat off.
Dude, he spent more money on fucking spilt liquor than I made last year. Come on.
Shit, no kidding, huh?
There you go.
Yep.
Nature Boy.
I love that. I love that story of that Fonzie talked about how he used to
Oh,
like
yeah.
hang out and get him stuff, and like he'd go places and buy the best apple jaboba shampoo and shit, and then he wouldn't take anything.
He'd use it
home.
once.
Yeah, he just use it once.
Yeah.
So
Probably a fucking $50 bottle of
Yeah, yeah.
shampoo or something.
Yeah,
Fonzie would
right.
be like following him around, like, "Hey, Daddy, don't throw your money away.
Yeah. And if you're going to throw it away, give me some, Daddy.
Give me some, Daddy. You can't waste all this apple jaboba shampoo.
I'll take it. I'll take it off your hands. Don't worry.
Give it to Joey Jaboba.
Yeah, give it to
Joey
Joey
Jaboba.
Jaboba. It's me, Joey Jaboba." But all right, who's the next guy here? Next one is a new addition, Mr. Eddie.
I love New Edition, by the way.
I do too.
Eddie Kingston
Mr.
used to come out to
Oh.
New Edition. What you got to say about Eddie Kingston?
Eddie Kingston. What don't I have to say about Eddie Kingston, man? He's the man. He's the king of New York. Man, I tell you what, when that guy gets on the mic and he starts talking, I feel like he's going to come through the screen and kick my ass. All right. So, yeah, that dude can talk the talk, walk the walk. And you know what? If you got $1, he'll steal that from you too.
Yeah, pretty much. It's the thuggish ruggish bomb. Dude, he's I actually, it's funny, I just listened to him on Jericho's show and
Nice.
just seeing what he was into, and you could totally see it once you hear, he's like talking about old ECW. He's like, man, I really got into that shit and Paul Heyman and everything these guys were doing, and I was like, man, he would be such a perfect fit in like ECW back then. You could totally tell
my
that
God, yeah.
he comes from that he's inspired by shit like that. He's real. He's got that real street fucking thuggish shit to him. And there's some guys that I used to run with back in the day that kind of remind me of Eddie Kingston, and it hits home for me because it's like, oh yeah, that motherfucker's real. He ain't gonna fucking bullshit you, and he said it himself. He ain't afraid to back down from a fight. He might get his ass kicked, but he's gonna say his shit, and that's gonna be it. I mean, it actually kind of hindered him on some stuff because he's told some promoters to go fuck themselves, and But yeah, as far as putting together like a good, believable promo, man, dude, he's one of the best. Although I will kind of say what he's doing right now in AEW. Granted, it's something he's being asked to do, and he's trying to fulfill that to his full potential. I don't get it. It seems weird. Like on Dynamite this week, he said how many times he said, like, okay, give him a hug, shake his hand. And I'm like, man, dude. They got to have more for Eddie Kingston than this,
There's a payoff somewhere down the road.
There's got to be.
I know there is.
Yeah,
we'll see.
Something that, they're just slowly bringing this about, because you know how Eddie Kingston is. They're not stupid. They know the fans know Eddie Kingston, so
yeah,
he's the king of New York.
I put him and a couple other people that are obviously NWA roster people for a reason, because my 13th person is it just there's a point to this too. So the next guy is probably psychologically the best promo guy ever, and you guys will know who he is before I even say it, and that's Jake the motherfucking Snake Robertos.
Oh yeah.
I don't have anything to say about Jake. Dude. He was great. Here, I do. Go on YouTube and type in Jake Roberts promo, and you will see everything.
Yeah,
I don't have to explain it to
Snake.
He was great.
No,
didn't have to yell. Scared the shit out of you too.
There you go, dude. You hit.
And I'm not talking just because the snake. I mean, the snake was painted a pretty picture of fear, but it was just that you could see it in his eyes, man. It was just like this, like deviant fucking serpent, like fucking. He was like Satan almost, dude. Like just like trust me.
That was
then when he got the cobra, it was all over. It was like fucking this dude Satan, dude. It's for sure.
That footage of Macho Man getting bitten and all the children in the crowd crying.
Oh yeah, this is the best.
He's great.
He was very evil on the mic, and when he talked, he had this stoic look on his face.
Sadistic,
and it was that look when I was growing up watching WWF, and with my dad and everything, and hook, line, and sinker, man. I was just watching him like, holy shit, this is the most evilest dude in the world. I'm afraid that if I walk and run into him on the street, he's gonna whoop my ass, and then he's gonna whip out a snake and bite me.
Yeah, and he didn't have to yell at you.
No, he never did a yelling promo. It was just like all calm.
He was the most real in the time of the 80s when everybody looked like they could scream, and then fucking cartwheel away. Like they're all kind of like clownish and shit. Here comes Jake the Snake whispering, scaring the living shit out of you. Like,
yes.
Yeah, you get hyped when Macho Man does his thing or Hulkster fucking getting pumped, brother. But like, dude, when Jake talked, oh man, you were like, is this guy like, I'm going to have a nightmare about this motherfucker when I go to bed. I'm 8 years old. I can't handle Jake the Snake.
Damien's under your bed. Hello, Daddy. Go to bed, Davey.
And when you feel this venom coursing through your veins,
pleasant dreams,
and your eyes start to twitch a little.
Hell yeah.
Then you grab a bottle of Jack Daniels.
And you slam that motherfucker.
It's called a relapse.
And after you wake up from the worst hangover you had in the world, good old Jack's gonna slap the DDT on that ass. And bury you down for the 1, 2, 3.
Oh, next guy, Justin's guy. One of the favorite people for him to imitate. One of the most fun guys to imitate. Apparently, when I am drunk and trying to do commentary, which is coming soon, finally, we might see.
I want to do that with you.
Dusty, the American Dream Rhodes.
Let me tell you something. The American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, man. Son of a plumber. Great promo guy. Hard times, man. Hard times. Probably one of the best wrestling promos
The best.
most passionate wrestling promos I've ever seen. And once again, it goes back to like the days of, like Ric Flair. We could sit and remember all the promos he did. Dude, Dusty's got a plethora of those as well.
Yep.
Just get your ass on YouTube or the network and search Dusty Rhodes promos, whatever, and see for yourself. He was great.
They're legendary. And for a dude, he's a perfect example of somebody with a fantastic pro wrestling mind and pro wrestling history, pedigree, training, all that stuff combined. There wasn't like, if you were to tell somebody like, oh yeah, Dusty Rhodes, he's just like, he's not super tall. He's not muscly at all. He's a super fat gelatinous guy. Very like it's the 70s and 80s. So people were being real weird and homophobic and shit. He had very flamboyant moves and stuff. And
yes, he did.
Moving his hips and shit, and his balls almost rolling out of his wrestling trunks and stuff.
Yep.
But
He's
then
the common man.
he had a lisp. He had
working
a strong
hard with
southern
his
accent.
hands.
And all that stuff was why, instead of being like the negative of all that stuff, is the reason why we loved him. And then he would just talk in that voice and everybody remembered him. Dude, his outfit was a one piece with polka dots on it and everybody loved it. God damn, man.
In WWF,
yeah. He's the American dream.
Yeah, dude. Guitar solo.
Right? You almost want to say he is the promo guy, like
I mean,
he
helped
so
out
many
a
good
lot
ones,
of people.
Yeah, he was in NXT as a coach, promo coach. I mean, if you wanted to learn how to speak on a mic, especially in front of people, and get your point across, that was the guy to go to.
Yep.
So and huge props to him. God rest his soul. But when I was watching him, coming up and growing up and stuff like that, and then finding his WCW and NWA tapes, almost brought a tear to my eye. Some of his promos, man, like just that believable, that much heart and passion into it. So, and he brought people in too, And
he made sex to his wife in order to get two future legends.
Made the sex. True.
Yeah. Two different wives, I might add.
Through.
Right?
True.
I don't know.
Dusty Rhodes.
Player.
Yep. Dusty Rhodes brought out his dream.
The American Queen.
Oh man.
Ski. Next.
The next is probably, it's up for argument, the most popular promo guy in the history of WWE
Not a surf.
wrestling.
Circa 1996.
That is Mr. Steven Austinovich.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh my God.
Stone Cold Steve Austin, dude. Great promo guy. We all remember the Austin 316.
I was there.
You were there for that.
I was there live for the birth of Austin 316. Let me just say, I still get chills thinking about that.
It's great, man.
Second level.
He's and he does the podcast now too, which is cool because you still kind of, he's not cutting wrestling promos, but just hearing him talk and interact, it's great, man. I love his voice. He's got that voice for one, which is a huge attribute to the whole presentation. You sit there thumping your Bibles, quoting your John 3:16s. Austin 3:16 says, "I just whooped your ass." Like coming up with shit like that, and I mean, dude, he was just great. He was another guy that's no nonsense. That like you knew it was a character. Like if you knew what wrestling is, or was, or still maybe might be, but you knew that you didn't want to fuck with this guy. Or you thought that like, hey man, I'm going to fucking drink some beers with this dude, maybe pump some iron, go shoot some fucking guns and have a barbecue, like,
oh yeah.
Fucking awesome, dude. A legend. Dude, he's up there. He's the Mount Rushmore, dude. He brought a company from the brink of extinction. He saved an entire company, probably one of the biggest merchandise sellers in that company's history. I don't know. We add something, Bodie, because
man, like what you were saying. Sometimes I didn't know if it was an act, man. I thought it was a shoot. I thought it was him, man. I thought it was a shoot. I didn't think it was a work. I thought that's how he was, and I'm pretty sure that's how he still is. But you say he brought back WWE on the brink of extinction for sure. I mean, if you had people telling him, dude, you're not marketable. You're just black boots, black trunks. Give that motherfucker a hot mic and we'll see who's marketable, man. And look what he did, Austin 316. And, badass, bam, badass motherfucker, son of a bitch, hell yeah.
Dude, even going to, and credit to Paul Heyman, because once he got fired from WCW, Paul Heyman hit him up and had him come down there to ECW. And that's when he started becoming more of that character, more of the Stone Cold. He wasn't quite there yet, but you were seeing it. And he was doing some shit there when he was shooting on Nitro, like Monday Night Quill and all that shit.
Yeah, Monday Night Quill. Yep. You got your beady eyes locked on the world's baddest son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch. And he was in Celebrity Deathmatch, which was awesome.
Yeah, that's even better, dude.
Yeah.
Don't give me a hell yeah. But yeah, dude,
hell yeah.
I'll give him a hell yeah.
I'm out of LaCroix to chug, so.
I know, me too. Well, I got the bubbly. A little bit of the bubbly.
The bubbly sauce.
Ooh, I like the bubbly. Is that apple you're drinking too, right?
We'll talk about him fast because I hate this dude.
I know where you're going.
MJF.
I
love that theme song.
I love it too, dude.
He's a project. He's great. He's great on the mic. He is one of the few that we just said with the common denominator between all these other legends and promo guys we talked about was believability. Yeah, people hate him. My girlfriend fucking hates him.
People spit on his ass.
But I bet you he's a cool dude. But there's one thing that he lives and dies by that many people don't anymore because they all know what wrestling is. It's called kayfabe, brothers and sisters. MJF is the purveyor of kayfabe in 2020 and beyond.
Yep.
And he's fucking awesome because, yes, he is a dick. At least that's what we're led to believe.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, he flipped off a kid, for Christ's sake, man. How much more can you get? People are up in arms about that, but that's who he is. Like, it's what he's portraying. That's how he's conveying himself. And awesome. Glad. I remember when Jericho was a huge heel and people were spitting on him and shit like that. And, people were trying to fight him after the matches and after events and stuff, even in his home nation of Canada. In Canada, people wanted to kick his ass. So it's kind of a throwback. Reminds me of like the old school heel Jericho, and just to keep that kayfabe up is awesome. And MJF still young, and dude, he's going to be dominating for years.
Nice. Next guy, I'm going to go real fast. Ready?
Yes.
Nope.
He's not a wrestler. Paul Heyman.
Ooh.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Is he as silver-tongued as you guys say? You guys mention him all the time, and they always pair him up with wrestlers that are not so good at promos. Side note, what do you guys think about since Roman Reigns got put in? What do you think about maybe Paul Heyman being Ricochet's voice, since Ricochet's an amazing performer, but not a good promo guy?
You could put Paul Heyman with anybody.
You could put him with a broomstick.
Yeah.
he'll make that broomstick even bigger than Brock Lesnar. That's how Heyman is. Heyman, and sorry to cut you guys off, but Heyman hits all the questions and points: the why, the who, the what, the when, the where in his promos. Who's fighting, why are they fighting, why should you be interested, how's it going down, where it's going down, and when it's going down. So he always ropes you in, and he's just very smooth on the mic. He knows what the message he's trying to convey. And he not only does he talk up whoever he's advocating, but his opponent, he's always giving them accolades too, which is cool. You always talk the other guy up too.
Yeah, and dude, his vocabulary is amazing.
Oh my god!
His father is a fucking lawyer though, so come on.
True.
And dude, he did a lot of that back in the old ECW days. He was helping guys out then too. It's like Paul Lee lives vicariously through these guys, I believe. Because he was such a huge wrestling fan. From at a young age when he was like taking pictures at the shows at the Garden and shit. I honestly believe he lives vicariously through these guys. Like if Paul looks at this guy and sees who he is or who he can be, and then it just comes out, these juices, if you will. There's really not anybody better, dude. Like in this day and age, in the last decade or so, it's hard. I love MJF's shit too, but dude, I honestly believe right now nobody can fucking hold a candle to Paul Heyman. He'll get you, dude. He'll get you.
That is accurate.
That is
And you know what?
correct.
And in a industry where managers used to be prevalent and they're not so prevalent anymore, I think he kind of holds that standard. I'd like to see some more managers that can talk almost as good as he can.
I'd like to see a stable. Like I kind of like the Team Taz thing in AEW, but some almost like the Heenan family. You know, like harken back to that, but with Paul Lee. You know, he kind of like
the Heyman family.
Yeah, dude, that would be
the
great.
Heyman
dude.
family be dope.
That sounds great, dude. We shouldn't have fucking said that. People are gonna hear this and like steal it.
Let's patent that shit,
right? Yeah, dude. Oh man, that would be amazing.
I think that would be something that they should explore, like a Heyman family thing.
I gotta chub.
Oh, copyright it.
Yeah. Next.
I'm just gonna say the name, Triple H.
He is the game.
He's the game. I wouldn't really consider him a great promo guy. He's got an okay promo. He's not bad, but he never did anything for me to like get me like side
game.
Yeah, that's all I said. Like, I'm the game. I'm back. You know, he never really cut any good promos. I mean, his most passionate thing he does now is "We are NXT." You know, like, come on. You stupid fucking idiot! Why'd you put him on the list?
I think I mentioned Triple H. I think I threw him in there. Reason being, no, he's he might have a couple classic promos. You know, he had great ones in DX. But I think as a promo guy, his believability is there. He's a solid promo guy. If he's talking up his matches or anything like that, the believability is there. The what's the word I'm looking for? The sense of urgency is there, like the seriousness. I buy into when he's talking. I buy into what he's saying and stuff like that. Like there's a lot of aggression there and stuff like that. That's why I thought he was a great aggression. That's why I thought he was a great promo guy, just because he sold his matches, he sold himself, and he's always got that seriousness to him.
He might have sold his soul for rock and roll too. Who knows?
I think he did.
Yeah,
I think he did.
Pick up his new vinyl at WWE.com.
I'm going to. He's no Wild Stallions.
I know, right?
All right, guys. The next guy is, in my opinion, and I added one of his managers or lady people. You'll tell me what the name is, but this is my favorite promo guy of all time, and probably my number 2 favorite wrestler, and it's the Macho Man.
Oh, yeah. Did somebody say my name? Because I think you did. I think you're about to get your fucking 15 minutes.
15 minutes of fame.
I put Scary Sherry on there too.
Yeah, when he was with Sensational Sherry, Scary Sherry, that was awesome.
Sister Sherry, yeah. I remember
Sherry.
Sherry Martel.
Yep. Yeah, I'm a huge fan of Macho Man, and yeah, that dude could cut a promo like nobody's business, man.
Cream of the crop rises to the top. Oh, yeah.
Not too hot to handle, too cold to hold. He had a lot of great one-liners, man. He's up there, dude. Definitely.
Cup of coffee in the big time, yeah.
He is one of those dudes where not only does he have one-liners, but you can do like monologues for acting. You could do like a 3 to 5 minute just copy one of his promos.
5.
Yes.
The Jingle Bells thing. If you guys don't know, there's like Macho Man singing Jingle Bells. Go on YouTube, and it just shows that video where he's squinting. He's just like 5.
I gotta check that
It
out.
looks like he's about to have an embolism fucking pop in his
Not
brain.
to mention he dropped a fire ass rap album too.
Yeah, I have it. Be a man.
You better have that shit.
All right,
Montez's favorites.
The last 3 on the list are all from the same promotion, so we can knock them out. You could lightly talk about the first 2 because the third one you'll know why. But it is Thunder Rosa. I've been watching her shit, and I get excited when she talks about her stuff. I get excited. I get fired up when she talks shit. So, what do you guys think?
I everything I've seen from her is good. I will agree with what you said. But I don't think I've seen enough promo wise from her to really. I mean, she's great promo, but I can't put her on like, I don't know if this is like just a list per se of like all time, just a list. But yeah, I can agree with that. I just need to see more.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen too much of her talking, but when she was doing like an NWA and the AEW thing with Sheeta, like some of the promos she was cutting, I was like, she can talk. So, Trenton, I know you're huge on her, and what do you think?
I like her. I think she's cute on her unpainted face, and then I think she looks cool as hell on her painted side of her face. But then as
If
a
you put
performer,
her
I
and
think
Darby
she's awesome.
together,
No
Right?
thanks.
No, thanks.
Trent's
No,
like,
she can
she's
cut a
mine.
hell of a promo though.
But I like the back and forth between her and Sheeta. I'd like to see them fight a couple times. We'll see how that goes because I'm a huge Sheeta fan too, and I like I think she's getting better and better. She's also awesome, but we're not talking about Sheeta. The next person
Machida.
sounds like one of the people on our list, but he's got his own personality, and that is Mr. Eli Drake.
Yes, I love Eli Drake. Let
me talk to you.
There it is. Let me talk to you for a second here. Yeah,
Yeah, dummy.
he does sound a little bit like Stone Cold, but he comes across like that. But that's nothing bad, to be ashamed about. Why not?
He sounds like Stone Cold and a lot of his mannerisms, and I see Stone Cold and The Rock wrapped up in there.
Yeah,
and you can
I
tell
do
he's
too.
super influenced by those two guys, which they aren't too. You could pick worse guys to be influenced by,
No shit.
It's a good call. Good call
I
to
think
say both of them.
Yeah, his promos are great. Everything I've seen from Impact, TNA to NWA to wherever the fuck he ends up now.
So
Great.
the pattern, if you guys haven't noticed, is so the last person on the list is not even a person; it's the entire NWA roster. I think when Billy Corgan decided to make that, they do that thing like only men wrestle here, but it is it shows you that it's awesome to have awesome in-ring talent, but you can do a whole show with the majority of what you watch being different promos of these guys where they're just screaming, where you get hyped about the match and then they fight and you're hyped for like 2 or 3 minutes and then you kind of ease into it and then the match ends.
Mhm.
But like most of it is wrestling's like 80% hype, just hype. And then you see,
of course.
the event. So I hope the whole NWA roster, because almost everyone when Power was on, there was very few flubs. It was all in the moment. I don't think any of it was scripted. It's very impressive. All the men and women are super talented, screaming into the mic and pissing each other off. And
although it was edited though, so who knows how many takes that took?
0. That's what I like to believe. Billy was like,
right.
Billy was like, if you guys mess up, you're all fired.
You're fired.
Out my range.
That's too good.
Yeah,
you're right.
Someone
with
I
the
think
whole roster, man.
Someone I think you left off this list that has
James
to be
Storm.
mentioned. James Storm's great. I'm gonna throw it back old school because guys like Macho Man, Hogan, a lot of people took from him was a superstar Billy Graham.
Yeah, Billy Graham.
Way ahead of his time, like his talk. That rap, he would always rap, dude. He was the one always. I think he was one of the first ones to do like the cream of the crop, float like a butterfly, kind of like Muhammad Ali. He kind of took some shit from Ali, brought it to the wrestling world, and he was super colorful and vibrant, and he was killer.
Nice.
Yeah,
I'd like to say, if you heard this list and you have opinions on your own,
Did we forget anybody?
there's a ton of people. We'll talk about this way more. There's going to be a game developed. All this, like this is a very ripe topic and never ending.
Because let us know. Let us know who you guys think are some of the best promo guys in the comments section.
Please do.
If you're listening, watching
Anywhere.
on YouTube, of course.
Yeah.
I mean,
also
these
hit
guys
us
we
up
left off. So
there's tons of people.
Cody, Bray Wyatt. I mean, there's tons of people we could talk about.
Yeah, I forgot about that. I wanted to add Bray Wyatt and who else was it? Bray Wyatt and
Cody.
Oh yeah,
I thought Cody's a great promo guy.
Great.
Yeah.
Great.
Bray Wyatt's another one too. He's in a league of his own, I think.
You know who's not?
You.
Abaddon.
You beat me to it, you son of a bitch.
Nice. Yeah, but like Stretton was alluding to, you guys let us know on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. We're all over the place. Let us know who you guys think are your favorite batch of promo guys.
Or give us your top 3, top 5
gals.
on Facebook, on the JP Woo.
Fucking leave a list of 100 if you want. I don't care. Just fucking do something. Raise your hand and interact. Say, I want to be a part of your guys'
Exactly.
clique,
And throw up the deuces. Can we be
Yeah, I smell some deuces right now.
All right, time to conclude this fucking episode. Much better than the last one we did, guys. I'm super proud of you.
I'm proud of you.
You know, shit happens for everybody that didn't know, because I was promoting the show thinking it was going to come out. It was all, it was fucked up. It was really fucked up. We recorded, this is the second take of 123, which I don't think we've ever had to re-record an episode.
First time.
At least not because it was so bad that, you know, it just stunk out the place. It was like a 3D smell emitting if people would have listened and watched this shit.
So it was
the equivalent of 3D Doritos.
Yeah.
We had technical difficulties up the ass from all three of us. And then we just weren't clicking. It was just
all over the place.
Whatever. But
that's what happens. That's called life. Not everybody can.
It's called shit in the bed.
Alicia too.
Yeah, exactly. It's called shit in the bed.
Awesome at what we do.
You bastard! It's called
so hard. That's so hard. It's the drizzling shits. But hey, you guys got to hear non-drizzling shits. So solid logs are always better than drizzling shits. Remember that.
So,
exactly.
To finish off this week's episode, let's talk about 3 quick things. We're going to talk about Warrior Week.
Rapid fire.
Warriors' first Stadium Series night, 1 of 3, is this Saturday, and then the
I'll be there. So if you guys are
weekend of
listening
October 10th,
and you see me there, come talk to me. I'll hook you up with some shit.
What about the collective?
I just want to talk about 3 things: the Warriors show, the collective, and 30 Days of Horror.
It's 31 Days of Fear. But anyways, now that you've botched it, now I'm going to move you out of the picture if you don't do that.
Wrong way.
Thank you. So we have the collective coming up. That's in October. Everybody is involved in that. BLP has been announcing some fucking awesome shit for that. They've been announcing some awesome entrance into shows outside of the collective. Talents debuting with the promotion like EC3, Deonna Purrazzo, Chris Masters. You have Carlito. Remember him? I always thought him and Razor would have had an awesome tag team if they were called the Cartel.
Right? Oh, dude, that'd be great. Hey, y'all. That's not cool.
That's not cool. Hey, yo, you want to buy some cocaine?
Hey, yo, you got an apple? I got cocaine, man.
Yeah, let's smoke some crack, man.
Yeah, why don't we hollow out a corn and smoke some crack out of that apple, huh?
We know Jake's down. Oh, that was wrong. I'm sorry.
Man,
I'm
sorry. Blow,
I'm
bro.
being a dick.
Low, bro. Low, bro.
Yeah, but the collective, I don't know how tickets are working out. I know people that had tickets for the Tampa collective can exchange them or utilize them at any point for any show, I believe. So you guys will have to look that up. You know, check out Game Changer Wrestling on all their social media sites. On Twitter, the Collective 2020. They have all the information, all the list of shows and the times that everybody's going to be running. It's going to be fucking insane, dude, because all these promotions are bringing something huge to fucking Indianapolis, you know, Indiana, which is where me and Sretton are from. You know, Bodie's from Parts Unknown. Who fucking
it's an actual place.
Shit.
Yeah. Who gives a stinky
place.
shit? And then as far as Warrior Wrestling goes, like I said, I will be there. I'm really fucking stoked for that. I'm really stoked for Joey Janela and Warhorse. Who else are we going to see? The Warrior Women's Championship finally being defended. Kylie Ray.
TBA.
Yeah. TBA. Tessa Blanchard. We could say it. They can't.
Exactly.
You know,
TBA.
Against the silhouette.
Dagon Zaya Vasquez.
Yeah, dude. Who else you got going on? Trying to think off the top of my head.
Well, I think Filthy Tom Lawyer. I think he's
it's Filthy Tom Lawyer.
He's going to be debating up against Kevin Koo.
I'm Filthy Tom, the filthy lawyer.
He might come out as a lawyer. That boy's creative.
Oh,
love
filthy.
you, Tom.
That's right.
Yeah. So you got the Rascals, I think.
Yeah, the Rascals are going up against Reed.
Myron Reed and
Chris Bay and Oliver.
All 3 of them?
Yeah.
Oh,
I think Reed, Bay, and Oliver.
Dude, it's going to be a great night. And they're also putting together like a pre-show package, which is going to be a first. If you guys follow Warrior Wrestling on Twitter and social media, I saw that they were filming some stuff. I saw Steve at Pro Wrestling Tees in the ring, and they were cutting some quality video shit. They're putting a package together. They asked for people to send in photos if you've ever attended the VIP Fan Fest. So, of course, you know I had to send in photos.
Oh, you have to, man.
Yeah, you know, when we'll be back at the Fan Fest doing the VIP thing again one day.
Sooner or later.
Just, yeah. I'm just not comfortable doing it now. Not that they're making me feel uncomfortable. I just, you know.
I hear you.
You know what I'm saying.
I'll make a Warrior show. I'm hoping to make one of these September ones if I'm in the good graces of the old lady.
Yeah, me too. And if I can afford it, because I just bought a house.
Yeah, woo! Listen to that pop.
Yeah,
congrats,
for
dude.
real. Thank you guys. Shit happens. Life happens. Hey,
Party
guess what? Next week, we got a killer guest coming up. A real killer. Next week, episode 124, Sign of the Wolf. We welcome
Mecha Wolf to the show.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be fucking great. All the way from Tijuana, Mexico, the luchador known as Mecha Wolf. So, yeah. Who says we don't give you treats early this year for Halloween?
Dude, I saw Mecha Wolf last year for the first time. And
insane.
It was awesome. He's awesome. He's so good. He looks so scary. Like his presence when he walks into the ring, and then he was awesome. I don't know what else to say.
You can't say shit because, awesome. Hey, we're out of here. Thank you, everybody, for listening. Like I said, be sure to find us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Follow us on all podcasting platforms. Share with your friends. Please leave a fucking rating and a review. It's so easy to do. Just do it, please, so we could, it just helps. It really does. Sincerely does. I beg you, just do it. And if you're watching on YouTube, hit like and subscribe. Click that little bell so you get notifications as soon as we drop videos. Because, like I said, I will be at Warrior Wrestling, and I'm thinking maybe it's time for an actual highlight video, a new one. It's been a while. So, yeah, maybe I'll bust out my phone and do some shit and make it look pretty for you. And, yeah. By the way, join Dark Order.
Join Dark Order.
And eat Chili's. But you know what? I fucked that up. And then the other day I went back and ate a Cracker Barrel. So, you know.
You son of a bitch.
It's all right, man. Dude, that fried chicken.
Oh,
I don't get it. Like, it's kind of like refried beans. Why don't they get that shit right the first time?
Get out of here. Forget about it.
I'm about to get out of here. Hey, until next time, everybody, we love you. Keep supporting us. Keep spreading the word. Oh, yeah, because you know you want to. Wet 'em up, wet 'em up, wet 'em up, wet 'em up, wet 'em up,
Wet 'em up, wet 'em up, wet 'em up.
Oh, yeah. You gonna do sex to me? You gonna do sex to me? Did you like that video? If so, be sure to hit like and subscribe and check out more killer content from your boys at Juice Pro Wrestling. Whoa, yeah!